All right, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. My bad. My bad. My bad. Relax. 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 Y'all be all right.
Isn't that scary?
Yeah, it's very scary. And that's why I go back to this like peer pressure thing. I basically now, when I meet people, I want to know who they were in high school. I think
Y'all see why I wanted to play it? Understanding, we've talked a lot about this on this show. Understanding who people were in high school, in my opinion, is so significant. It's so significant. Understanding who people were in high school. Listen to this conversation that they're gonna have. I'll let them take it.
it's the most significant time in your life. I want to know who you were in high school because it's somehow you see that their characteristics, they just reemerge later on in life. And right now what we're fighting is a system of losers, right? Who are writing their articles feverishly. They hate people that have confidence. They hate people that are self-confident and are not going to, oh, I said that the data says this and I'm smart and I went to Columbia. I don't care if you went to, I literally don't care. You are the dumbest person. I would never follow you, right? You couldn't lead a marching band, right? And somehow you think that writing articles in the Daily Mail, calling me names, case in point, New York Times former writer Barry Weiss. Candace, it's that insane. You are you're like a weird loser, lesbian, can crawl in a hole, literally Barry Weiss would crawl in a hole and die. I could care less. And I say that.
Couldn't care less, but it's all good, Candace. Who you are in high school says a lot. Do you think that Candace is right? Let me ask you guys this. Do you think that Candace is right when she says that the world is run by losers? I'm being honest. The world seems to be ran by, think about who wants to become a politician. People that just seek this absurd amount of power, right? They convince themselves that they want to be doing good for, the community. They're searching for power. They're searching for power and or money, but definitely power. When you were cool in high school, you have an entirely different outlook on as far as power, as far as the need for power, and the things that you're willing to do in order to look cool and or have power. That's just my opinion. That's how I look at it. Depending on who you were in high school says a lot. And these people that seem to be running this country seem to have significant levels of resentment. You ever seen like a child who was, or a kid that was like not cool in high school and middle school and felt that like people should have liked them more, felt like they should have got more girls, and the only thing that they're driven by now is like, I'm gonna become the most successful person in the world and just get the most amount of girls. And it's like, bro, you're missing it. Like, you're just not cool. And when I say cool, I mean now you're intentionally just seeking power in order to just get girls. Like, that's not what's gonna. That's the world that we live in my opinion. A world that is ran on people who have significant resentment and are obsessed with power because growing up, they never had any. Because growing up, they feel that the world should have treated them better. They feel like they should have gotten more girls, that they should have been more liked, that they should have been the cool person in school. Meanwhile, other people are not obsessed with these type of things. But this is the world that we're growing up in.
Knowing that there's going to be, how could you say, literally, she could crawl in a hole and die. You think you have the authority, right, to tell people that I'm bat insane because I won't get in the line in the same way that you've gotten in line with the system your entire life?
Yep.
Like, you're a Zionist.
And this is what happens with people. When people are obsessed with getting power, they will do anything, align with any group, compromise their integrity, compromise their morals, compromise their values, do whatever is necessary in order to get in power. That's what happens.
And paid for Zionist, and your job is to.
Who do you think is more likely to just stand on something just because it's the right thing? What did we talk about on the last show? Principles or profits? Principles or profit? Everybody, all of these people that are running things, they constantly choose profit and power. That's what it should have been, profit and or power. This is what they choose because they feel that they lacked it growing up. So therefore, they're just obsessed. So therefore, there's no principles that these people are really standing on. When you hear about, when I read yesterday, the things that RFK wants to address, the disease epidemic, going to war, using figuring out a way to stop using these agencies, the politicization of the agencies. It was a list of about 5 things that he wanted to address, principled things. What are the issues what are the principled things that we've heard the other candidates say? What have we heard Kamala? What are the principled things that she wants to address? What are the principled things that Trump wants to address? We don't know. We talked about this before because they have no plan, right? The plan, you know, I really think that initially Trump had, like we talk about it all the time, he had these ideas of being anti-establishment. He ran on it. But then once he got in office, it was, you know, hey, now I'm going to be establishment. Maybe now I'm not going to drain as much as the swamp. Same thing with a Kamala. Well, not the same thing with Kamala. I never thought Kamala was anti-establishment. But yeah. We're going to move on. I just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was interesting. I want us to look at a little bit of this are we going to go to the Russell Crowe conversation? No. Let's actually jump to the RFK interview that he did with Andrew Tate. The RFK interview that he did with 19 Keys. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Because I thought